Earl J. Camran, CBE, was born in Pembroke on August 8, 1917. As a young man, he joined the British Merchant Navy and sailed mostly between New York and South America. When the Second World War broke out, he found himself stranded in London, arriving on the 29th of October, 1939. His first stage appearance came in 1942, when he talked his way into a West End production of Chu Chin Chow. He went on to act in a number of plays in London, including The Petrified Forest and Deep Are the Roots. Mr. Cameron's breakthrough acting role was in Pool of London, a 1951 film set in post-war London involving racial prejudice, romance, and a diamond robbery. He won much critical acclaim for his role in the film. His next major film role following his work in Pool of London was in the 1955 film Simba, about the Mau Mau uprising in Kenya, in which Earl Camran played the role of Peter Karanja, a doctor trying to reconcile his admiration for Western civilization with his Kikuyu heritage. He played the Mau Mau general Joroji in Safari in the same year. From the 1950s to the present day, Mr. Camran has had many major parts in films, including The Heart Within in 1957, Sapphire in 1959, in which he played Dr. Robbins, the brother of a murdered girl, and The Message in 1976, the story of the Prophet Muhammad. He also had repeated appearances on many British science fiction programs of the 1960s, including Doctor Who, The Prisoner, and The Andromeda Breakthrough, as well as a host of other television programs, including Emergency, Ward 10, The Zoo Gang, Crown Court, EastEnders, and others. Other film appearances include Tarzan the Magnificent, No Kidding, Flame in the Streets, in which he played Gabriel Gomez, Tarzan's Three Challenges, in which he played Mang, Guns at Patasi, Battle Beneath the Earth, in which he played Sergeant Seth Hawkins, The Sandwich Man, and the James Bond movie Thunderball, in which he played Bond's Caribbean assistant Pinder Romania. His most recent film appearances include a major role in The Interpreter in 2005 alongside Nicole Kidman and Sean Penn, playing the fictitious dictator Edmund Zowani. His performance was universally praised. In 2006, he appeared in a cameo as a painter in the film The Queen, alongside Helen Mirren. In 2010, he appeared in the film Inception. He has been the recipient of a number of awards, both local and international. In 2007, Mr. Camran was presented with the Prosper Award by the Bermuda International Film Festival. He received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Bermuda Arts Council in 1999 and a retrospective by the prestigious National Film Theatre of London. He was appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 2009 New Year's Honours. The theatre that we occupy this evening was named the Earl Camran Theatre in his honour in 2012. And the University of Warwick awarded Mr. Camran an honorary doctorate in January 2013. Please join me in welcoming Bermuda's most celebrated actor, the one and only Earl Camran.
I'm sure you're used to hearing this type of applause.
I'm sorry?
You're used to hearing this sort of applause and much more.
You know, Charles, I have a problem with my hearing, so...
Okay. We've just been treated to a cornucopia of your successes over the past 6 decades, none of which would have occurred had you not left Bermuda. So my first question to you is, why did you leave Bermuda?
What?
Why did you leave Bermuda?
Why did I leave Bermuda? It's a long story. Actually, I was working on a ship called the Monarch of Bermuda, and many of the other people wouldn't remember that. Furnace Street Line, right? So after a few trips, I transferred to another ship called the Eastern Prince. That took me along to South America and back. On the second trip to Buenos Aires, the war broke out. Nigeria left centers. The war broke out, and as a coincidence, there was an explosion. One of the engines blew up on the same night, on Saturday night, I remember, 3rd of September, 1939. And we all thought it was a torpedo hit the ship. But anyhow, it was the second engine that blew up. It was a twin-engine ship. We stayed in Buenos Aires for about 3 weeks to repair the engine. And put a sign up on the ship saying the British subjects would need to go to England, visit the Eastern Prince, and a few Americans sent back to the States. So I went to London.
Now, given that Britain wasn't exactly the most welcoming place for blacks, what encouraged you to stay and pursue, of all things, an acting career?
And Charles, I'm sorry, it doesn't get very difficult.
Okay, yeah. And I said, given that Britain was not a welcoming place to people of color, what encouraged you to pursue an acting career of all things?
I'm not so sure what you're saying because I'm sorry. I apologize to the audience. At the age of 100, I can use an excuse for it. If you want to know my career, I'll tell you. I got into the business of theater 1940. I think my thought was 41. Somebody said 42. 41.
21.
And I was doing a show called Choo Chop. And a friend of mine gave me some tickets to see the show. I went backstage after watching the show, and there were 6 black guys in the show, and they were just sort of chorus and all that, you know, walk-on parts and so on. And I said to him, his name is Harry Forsberg, and Harry, how'd you get me in the show? He said, no, Earl, it's not like that. Well, you know, I was washing dishes in hotels, all the menial jobs in order to earn a living. And I thought, how nice to be like these guys, you know, in a like West End show. But he said, no, it doesn't happen like that. I said, okay, Harry, I was only kidding more or less. And I was pretty serious. So then, it would be about 3 days later, he came to me in a club I had been hung out in Water Street, West End, you know, the West End. And he said, Earl, your big chance has come. So I said, well, what are you talking about, Harry? He said, Russell didn't turn up. A guy named Russell didn't turn the show. Then the third time was Mr. Matinee, and the director said, get somebody else. I said, you kidding? He said, no, man, I'm serious. So he said, took me to the theater, stage door. The director had me standing outside at the time. He looked me up and down. He said, I got you, Lou Harry. And then I was on stage. Would you believe it? The very night I was on stage. They take him up to the dressing room, show him what he has to wear, and suddenly, in fact, my scene with 3 other guys, and their man Abdullah, big singer, that big baritone singer. So he comes on and he sings, see the oysters stewed on me, and there's a from Zanzibar. Dun 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 dun. Now, on each side of them, there are 4 guys, 2, 1 here, 1 there, 1 here on the left, 1 there. I'm on the left, and we come in on, oh, Ali, but I forget the words. Oh, curse, Ali. ba, ba. Well, the others were singing. I'm over to my mouth, the sound coming out. I didn't
You were lip syncing.
The sweat was pouring down. I look up from, all I can see is all these faces up there. And who I am, never been near a stage in my life. And sweating, pouring down, as I said, and my legs were trembling. And I was thinking to myself, well, this is much better than washing dishes.
Fast forward to Pool of London. When you actually got into Pool of London, did you feel now that you'd found your niche?
Did I what?
Had you found your niche in acting once Pool of London came?
Pool of London, that's a good question because I had been in the theater for about 8 years before I did Pool of London. And I suddenly got invited to go to this eating studio to test for the part, a wonderful part. Up to today is my best part, actually. And director, Basil Dale, the director, he would say, okay, Earl, let's go through the scene. I do the scene, I rehearsed it. And he said, okay, action. I'd say, yes. Something like this happened the first time I met Danny. If I remember the lines. He said, Earl, the camera's here, the mic is here. Bring it down. I was doing a stage performance, you know. At 8 years in the theater. Well, I rehearsed, I did this, left the studio that day, I never got it right. 4 or 5 times I did the scene. Each time, yes, the first time, he said, Earl, don't project. You know, theater is bigger than life, film is life, so to speak. So I tested out the 3 girls I tested with. This was the 3rd one. They called me back to the studio a few days later, and with the 3rd girl I tested with, and this scene, it was a scene on London Bridge late at night, and he said, okay, Earl, action. I said, yeah. Something like this happened the first time I met Daddy. He got the fight because of me. Yeah, that's it. You got it. And from that day onwards, it's been very easy to practice from, you know. But if you've been to theater practically all your life, I mean, for 8 years, it's difficult to get the intimacy of film. But I got it. Yeah. So now I love working, you know, being in front of a camera. I mean, acting.
Now you have what you call in broadcasting a mid-Atlantic accent. How did you manage to sort of get into all of these parts with the type of accent you had? Was it difficult to do that?
How did I manage to get it?
To speak the parts with the type of accent that you had, which was...
Well, I tell you, the first play I was in was a play called Deep Are the Roots. A wonderful part. And I was an understudy from the beginning. And the first day we had the understudy rehearsal, I get the lines at the moment, but after, you know, first act and so on, the stage director said, Earl, you know, I'm sitting in the 5th row and I can't understand a word you're saying. I had studied the part well. I had plenty of time to do it. And I thought I was doing well. And all the others of the theater suggested, Earl, if you want to be an actor, you got to do something about your diction. So, fortunately, there was a young lady in that show called Ida Shapley. She said, you know, I can introduce you to someone who can help you with your diction. So, she took me down to this lovely lady. Her name was Amanda Aldrich. She was the daughter of Iowa. Oh, you heard of the great Iowa?
Yes.
She was the daughter. She was then in her 70s, elderly lady, but delightful person. And I worked with her about at least 3 years, ironing out this drawl that I had. You know. Gradually, I got the hang of it. I hope my diction is all right now.
You only tested your diction, let's test your memory. And I don't want to embarrass you, but normally a person of your vintage might lose their memory. How's yours?
What's that?
Your memory. How is your memory?
How's what?
Your memory.
My memory?
Yes.
Oh, my memory is not bad. Pretty good.
Give me an example.
Well, you know, I've done numerous plays, not to mention my theater, films and television and everything. And the truth is, I can't remember hardly any of the lines I've said in all those plays. But there's one thing that stands out with me. That is something when in the early part of my career, I never went to a drama school, but we had in London, we had a group, a drama group. One of the lines I remember was from the play Hamlet, you know? And it stays with me all these years. I'm going back now, what, over 70 years, you know? And Hamlet, and this, it says, speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, strictly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I would have leave the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do not store the air too much with your hands, thus. But use all gently. For in the very turn tempest, as I may say, whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. It offends me to the soul to hear a curvy, painted fellow tear a passion to tatters, to any rags, to split the ears of the groundlings, who for the most part are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise. Pray you avoid it. Be not too tame, rather, but suit the action to the word, and the word to the action. Go you get ready, he says to the cast. But here we are. I still remember that.
You passed the memory test. You know the American actor Samuel L. Jackson. Remember Samuel L. Jackson? He once rather unkindly said that the reason a lot of American producers were hiring black British actors was because they came cheap. What would be your comment on that?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, there's some very good black British actors at the moment. Brilliant actors. Not many, but, well, a few, anyhow. And they stand out. That is very unfair to say that about British actors. I don't like that. No, that's unfair.
I will tell some.
There's some brilliant guys right now, especially from Nigeria. It turned out to be, you know, the guy that was in 12 Years Slave. I can never remember his name.
I can't pronounce it.
Right. And also he was in played the Martha Luther Tree and Martha Luther.
He played
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's it.
Memory.
Tell me this. You're behind it, which we all know. What part did your faith play in the selection of your roles? Did you take that into account?
Well, you know, Charles, becoming a Baha'i has changed my life tremendously. That's the greatest thing that ever happened to my life. It was a guy named Roy Steins from Bermuda who first told me about the Baha'i faith. I had been searching for something, some answer to the world's problems for some years. Now, to be very honest, I didn't think I was looking for religion, you know? I thought it was somewhere else. But when I met Roy for the first time, he pulled me up and said, "Guess who's speaking?" I said, "Well, I know the Bermuda, but I can't possibly guess." So it's Roy Stein from Bermuda. I said, "Okay, be mad." We talked about this, and he said, I said, "What brings you to London?" He said, "Well, I've come with the," he knew somehow that I was not searching for a sort of, what you might say, I don't want to offend anybody, but what you call church religion. I was looking for that. No, I'm very honest. So he said, "I've come with the Baha'is." The Baha'is, what's that? He said, he tried to explain it to me, but it didn't mean very much to me. I said, "What is one of those things that the Americans have recently brought out of Bermuda?" he said, he snapped, he said, "No, this is different." I said, "Boy, they're all different." Now, I'm very honest, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anyone, but I was not looking for the active religious phrases that one uses. I was looking for an answer to the world's problems, but I didn't think I'd find it in so-called established religion. Understand? So when he said the Baha'i is something different, I said, "Well, I mean, what do you mean different, Roy? It's a religion, right?" He said, "Yes, sir, it's a religion." I said, "Well, what do you mean different?" So anyhow, you learn a couple of books. I read them very carefully. And then I was not fully convinced, but I began to get the answer, what I was looking for. They invited me to the Albert Hall one night with the centenary of the Declaration of Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith. So they invited me there. Now, to be very honest, I had once on a Good Friday in Richmond where I was living, I was feeling very depressed. There was a Catholic church next door, and I thought I'd go in there and see if I could find something that I'm listening, you know. Well, to tell you the truth, I sat in the row about 7 rows from the back, and they had something with the Christ on the cross. It was on a Good Friday. So they brought him around, coming down the aisle. When they got to the aisle before me, I got up and walked out. I thought, "I'm sorry, this is not what I'm looking for." Anyhow, I didn't get any uplift from it. But so on this night, when he invited me to the Albert Hall, I went rather reluctantly, to be very honest. Because he had phoned me up, he said, "Earl, are you coming tonight?" I said, "Coming where, Roy?" He said, "To the Albert Hall, the meeting I told you about." Well, he told me about those meetings, but I couldn't remember. So I said, "No, I'm sorry, Roy, I can't make it, man." So my wife said, "Look at this things. Every time I met you talking about this meeting, what do you mean you never?" I said, put my hand on the fire, I said, "I can't remember this meeting." He said, "Well, just go for his sake. It's from Bermuda, it's from your home. Go ahead." And he'll be very offended if you don't go. So I said, "Okay, but it's going to be hard going. Sitting down the hall, rather dull, dark. I'm sorry." But I'm thinking. So when I got to the entrance of the Albert Hall, and I looked around, and I saw all these beautiful people. Every age, every color, every religion, every race. 7,000 it turned to be that night at Albert Hall. I said, "Roy, this is different, man." He said, "What do you mean different?" I said, "Well, I don't know." I said, "The people, they are different." That's my expression. However, We took our seats. I had the pleasure of listening to two speakers, a man named William Sears, a man named Philip Angel. You wouldn't know these people, but they were, William Sears was an American. I had read his book by then, and he had this wonderful way of speaking, very quick, you know. Anyhow, I can't remember what he talked about. I was too excited for the evening. But I went back to my wife about this wonderful meeting I was at, and after that we started going to 27 Rockland Gate in London with the Baha'i Center. And this would have been in May, and by August, my wife and I became Baha'is. I had found what I was looking for, the answer to the world's problems, so to speak.
Okay, but let me ask this, but as a Baha'i, right?
Pardon?
As a Baha'i,
Yeah.
what about certain roles? Were you not allowed to play certain roles? I mean, I can't see in the nude scene, but I mean, did you sort of pay close attention to the type of role you accepted because of your Baha'i?
I've always been very careful of the type of roles I've had, you know, always. Right at the beginning of my career, I mainly, anything that is offensive to my race of people, I would not play the part. You know, I've had this out with directors. I have to change lines, and that's what I'm not saying. You know, once I was invited to go to Manchester for, they had a television series that they were doing. And this guy had worked for the Daily Mail in England. He was from Australia. Pretty nice guy. And every week they would show a different town in England. So this time they showed, that's why he got paid for it, because they showed South